Would you believe me if I told you the weakest superhero in Marvel is not who you think it is? That's right, folks. We're not talking about a minor character who pops up once in a blue moon. This is a character who's been around for quite a while. A familiar face who's been part of the Marvel universe for decades. Now, when we say weak, we're not referring to physical strength alone. We're talking about a combination of factors including power set, combat prowess, strategic ability, and overall effectiveness. And no, we're not pulling your leg. This character, despite being a beloved part of the Marvel universe, just doesn't stack up when compared to their superhero peers. Let's dive a little into this character's background, shall we? Without giving too much away, this character is not a newcomer. They've been around since the Silver Age of comic books, that golden era of storytelling that gave us many of the Marvel characters we know and love today. This character has been through it all: epic battles, world-ending threats, personal struggles, and victories against impossible odds. Yet, when you strip away the dramatic storylines and the flashy superpowers, what you're left with is a character who is, in many ways, surprisingly human. Their struggles are relatable, their victories hard-won. They've faced loss and defeat, just like the rest of us. But unlike their superhero peers, they often find themselves outmatched and overwhelmed. Not because they lack courage or determination, but because their abilities simply aren't on par with the heavy hitters of the Marvel universe. This character's journey is a testament to the fact that not all heroes are created equal. While some superheroes are born with godlike powers, others must make do with what they've got, relying on their wits, their courage, and their determination to make a difference. So, who could this surprisingly weak Marvel superhero be? Hold tight as we unravel the mystery. To understand who our weakest superhero is, we first need to understand the spectrum of powers in the Marvel Universe. The Marvel Universe, as we know it, is a vast cosmos teeming with characters of varying strengths and abilities. On one end of the spectrum, we have the near-omnipotent beings whose powers are beyond comprehension. These are the heavy hitters, the powerhouses, the characters that can alter reality with a snap of their fingers. Take Thanos, for instance. The Mad Titan is a force to be reckoned with, possessing godlike strength, speed, and endurance. His abilities are only amplified by the Infinity Gauntlet, an artifact that allows him to wield the power of the universe itself. Then there's Galactus, the devourer of worlds. His power is so immense that he needs to consume entire planets to sustain himself. He can manipulate matter, energy, and even time. In the grand scheme of things, these characters are the epitome of power in the Marvel Universe. On the other side of the spectrum, we have characters who may not boast the same level of physical prowess but are equally significant in their own right. These are the strategists, the tacticians, the heroes who rely on their wits and skills rather than brute force. Consider Black Widow and Hawkeye. Neither of them possesses superhuman abilities, but they've held their own alongside gods and monsters. Black Widow is a master spy and hand-to-hand combatant, while Hawkeye is an expert marksman. They exemplify how strategic thinking and resilience can level the playing field in a universe filled with superpowered beings. In between these two extremes, there lies a wide range of characters with diverse abilities. From the genius intellect of Tony Stark to the unyielding willpower of Captain America, the Marvel Universe is a testament to the fact that power comes in many forms. As you can see, strength in the Marvel Universe is not only about physical power, but also about strategic thinking and resilience. With that understanding of power in mind, let's reveal our weakest superhero. Drum roll, please. The dubious honor goes to Squirrel Girl. Yes, you heard it right. Doreen Green, better known as Squirrel Girl, is considered the weakest superhero in the Marvel Universe. Now, don't let the name fool you. Squirrel Girl isn't entirely without powers. In fact, her abilities are quite unique. She possesses squirrel-like agility, strength, and the ability to communicate with squirrels. Yes, squirrels. While this may not sound as impressive as, say, Thor's ability to summon lightning or Hulk's superhuman strength, it's worth noting that these powers have helped her out of many sticky situations. Doreen's backstory is as unique as her powers. She was just an ordinary girl until she discovered her squirrel-like abilities. Since then, she has used her powers to fight crime, often with the help of her trusty squirrel sidekick, Tippy Toe. Despite her seemingly weak abilities, Squirrel Girl has taken on some of the most formidable villains in the Marvel Universe, including Doctor Doom and Thanos. But why is she considered the weakest? It's not because of her powers or her victories, but rather her lack of conventional superhero attributes. She doesn't have the raw power of the Hulk or the advanced technology of Iron Man. Her powers are unique, but they're not particularly strong or flashy. Yet, her role in the Marvel Universe is significant. Squirrel Girl serves as a reminder that not all heroes need to have incredible powers or flashy gadgets. She's a testament to the power of resourcefulness and determination, showing that even the seemingly weakest can make a difference. Surprised? Don't be. Even the weakest among us can make a difference. Now you might be thinking, why does Marvel even need a weak superhero? Well, let's dive into that. While it may seem counterintuitive, the weakest superheroes play an essential role in the Marvel Universe. Their presence is pivotal in creating a diverse and relatable narrative. Every story needs balance, and the Marvel Universe is no exception. Sure, we have superheroes who can move mountains, travel through time, and even alter reality, but what about the characters who can't do all that? They provide a much-needed contrast, grounding the stories and making them more relatable. These weaker characters bring a different kind of strength to the table. They have to rely more on their wit, courage, and determination. They may not be able to smash through a wall, but they can outsmart their opponents, and sometimes that's even more powerful. They remind us that strength isn't always about physical power. It's about resilience and the will to keep fighting, no matter the odds. Moreover, these characters often serve as the moral compass in the narrative. They remind the more powerful characters, and us, the audience, of the value of humility, compassion, and humanity. Their struggles and triumphs teach us that heroism isn't about how many villains you can take down, it's about standing up for what's right, even when it's hard. Furthermore, these characters often provide comic relief, lightening the mood and adding a touch of humor to the otherwise intense and action-packed narrative. They bring levity and charm, making the stories more enjoyable and engaging. In essence, the weakest superheroes in the Marvel Universe are not weak at all. They are the heart, the soul, and sometimes the conscience of the narrative. They bring depth, diversity, and balance to the stories, making them more compelling and relatable. So, being the weakest doesn't mean being insignificant, quite the contrary. Let's wrap this up by summarizing what we've learned today. We embarked on an intriguing journey into the vast Marvel Universe to answer a riveting question. Who is the weakest Marvel superhero? The answer, as it turns out, was unexpected, to say the least. Our exploration began by delving into the power spectrum in the Marvel Universe. We learned that power is a relative term, with some characters wielding cosmic-level abilities, while others possess more modest, but no less significant talents. We realized that the strength of a superhero can't be measured solely by their physical prowess or supernatural abilities. It's their character, their resilience, and their unwavering commitment to justice that truly define them. Then came the big reveal, the weakest Marvel superhero. It wasn't who we initially imagined, was it? It turned out to be a character who, despite their apparent lack of traditional superpowers, has played pivotal roles in numerous story arcs. This revelation underscores the idea that everyone has a role to play, and every character contributes to the larger narrative in their unique way. We then delved into the vital role of the weakest superhero. We discovered that even the seemingly weakest characters can make a significant impact. They can be the linchpin holding the team together, the voice of reason in the midst of chaos, or the heart that keeps hope alive when all else seems lost. In the grand scheme of things, their weakness often turns out to be their greatest strength. So, there you have it. We've journeyed across the power spectrum, unveiled the unexpected, weakest Marvel superhero, and explored the crucial role they play in the grand narrative. This exploration has taught us that power comes in many forms, and that everyone, no matter how weak they may seem, has a vital role to play in the Marvel Universe. Remember, in the Marvel Universe, even the weakest have their part to play, so never underestimate the underdog. Until next time, keep exploring the Marvel Universe.